Right then, this is just a very quick road test video, and this is for a Volkswagen Golf 2-litre TDI SE Estate, registered RK57LGU. Mileage at the start of the road test is 53,856 miles. The reason we do these videos, very simply, is just basically so that if anyone's looking to come and see the car, they actually get to see that very car in operation. We feel it's right that if people are willing to travel distances, no matter how inexpensive the car may be, that they get that opportunity, so I can warn you of anything that might be amiss with the vehicle before you come to us, so you can obviously make up your own mind, but obviously factor it in as well. Road test is also done on part of the road test route any prospective buyer would go on, so hopefully then would be representative of what you'd feel should you be offered a test drive in the car. Cars come in as a part exchange to us. We sell pretty much all Honda cars. What we tend to do with the just completely distracted for a second. What we tend to do with the trade cars is basically move them on as quickly as possible to keep the website free for our Honda stock, so it is priced substantially below what we know it's truly worth. As I also mentioned in the description of the car, obviously with the photograph you can see there's damage to the front wing there, and in the boot of the car, back of the car, is a replacement wing for the car, which obviously a new buyer could put on if they so wish to do so. That was supplied by the customer to us at the time of sale. So coming to the mechanical stuff, engine starts straight away, settles to completely smooth and even idle. It pulls like an absolute train, I have to say. It just brushed the throttle, the thing's rocketing along. I'll wait till later in the video to tell you the temperature gauge, because it's only just started. I like to try and do these videos from cold if I possibly can. In terms of warning lights, the only warning light on the car is tyre pressure. Warning light on it, illuminated on there. I think you can reset them down there. I don't know how to do it on Volkswagen. I don't know whether there's actually a fault with it, so I'm letting you know it's on there, but it's obviously not something we're looking to attend to at the price we're selling the vehicle. As I said, the engine pulls really, really nicely, sounds nice and sweet in operation. I think from memory last year it had a cam belt and water pump kit put onto the vehicle, so obviously it's been a well looked after car with loads of service history. Clutch on the car and gearbox, clutch feels absolutely perfect, bite point's exactly where it's meant to be, bites absolutely perfectly. Gearbox, 6-speed gearbox. Volkswagen, not unlike Honda in some ways, do very nice gearboxes in the cars. Nice gear selection, gating's really nice, springing's really nice, and synchro mesh is really good on them as well. And it feels nice and tight and taut, even with mileage on the car. You know, they exhibit very, very little wear, so it's held together very nicely in that sense. Steering on the car, again, even with the mileage on it, it still feels nice and tight on the road. When I drove it the other day, I couldn't find any kind of sort of wobbling or vibration coming back to the steering wheel, but it's always been nice on this generation Golf anyway, but it sort of flows to the corners. They said they can't feel any sort of slack in it at all, and it just tracks dead straight. Chassis in the car, again, very impressive really for the age. There's no nasty noises coming from underneath, no sort of clonks or rattles that you'd expect with a car this age. Even when you hit bumps like that one, it absorbs them really nicely, but without any kind of, say, secondary noises coming through. So you know, pretty impressive in that sense. Brakes on the car, just make sure no one's behind me, but give them a good old shove. That's a good brake pedal on the vehicle. What I'm looking for mostly, of course, is kind of pulsing or vibrations, but there's nothing of that type coming through the brake pedal at all. Inside the vehicle, again, you can expect from Volkswagen, nicely put together. There's no sort of rattles or creaks on the interior. All in generally very good condition. It's obviously not new, but it's actually in very, very good condition in here. I think I'll just check. I'm not sure with the air conditioning. I'll just try it a second, see if I can. It feels like it's coming out cold. So, but I can't guarantee it on this age of car. But it's 18 degrees outside and what seems like cool air coming in. But so I might be being deceived, but it seems good. So as I said at the start of the video, It is only brief, you know, the trade ones we do, because this is, you know, as we refer to as a trade vehicle, a part exchange. You know, we expect, you know, we ask people to sort of buy them with their eyes wide open. It's not something we can offer sort of any warranties on. You know, we don't even pretend to be able to do so. So if someone needs the security of that, then we'd ask them to sort of buy a dearer one with that form of warranty on the car. But as it stands at the moment, it drives very, very nicely indeed.